Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday Morning Money Mindset. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I'm Kimberly Sulfridge, and I am here to talk some money mindset with you today. Now, last week we kind of talked about the growth mindset and why that was a great way to shift a mindset that might not be as healthy in your money goals. And it was mostly talking about how just thinking that you can and knowing that you can learn how to do these things was kind of the basis of that growth mindset. Today, I want to talk to you about a different way of making that shift, which is actually more of a systems-based mindset. So in a systems-based mindset, you're actually looking for a way to create those habits that make it where you don't even think about how to do it anymore. In other words, you have a circumstance come up and you don't even think, you just react. In other words, that's how you do it. Kind of like brushing your teeth. You wake up in the morning, you just go brush your teeth. You're getting ready to go to bed, you just go brush your teeth. You don't even think about it anymore because it's a habit that you've built. Well, a systems-based mindset creates those habits so that when you come into a situation with a money situation, you just react. You just do it because you've built a habit of this is how you handle that situation. And of course, why we think this is great when you're talking to your kids is, again, they see this. You didn't debate it. You didn't argue it back and forth. Do I do this? Do I not? You just did it. And it's the right way to do it. Not that we're not going to make, bad choices from time to time, but limiting those bad choices is what it's all about. So let's just kind of dive in on how to actually create the systems-based mindset. So let's take a situation of maybe debt. Let's say you have debt that you're wanting to get rid of. And so you want to create a system to do that. Well, first, you probably need to just figure out what you've actually got. So sit down at the kitchen table, grab a pen and paper. Let's do a brain dump. Let's put down every single thing that you have debt-wise, whether it's credit card debt, college debt, it does not matter, whatever it is, personal loan to family, your mortgage, anything that's debt, car loans, does not matter. Put it all down on a piece of paper. And maybe it's not debt you're doing. Maybe it's how to save more. Put down a list. Let's make that list, that brain dump, and it should be everything that's included. All of these money goals that you're looking to create, put them down on paper. Don't worry about how big, how small. Don't worry about how many there are. Just put them all down on paper. Once you've got them there in black and white in front of you, we can sit down and prioritize what is the best way to tackle this. So you may have a combination of saving and getting rid of debt. That's fine. That's most people usually. So it's going to be prioritizing these things. And how to prioritize that is going to be dependent on your family situation. And if you need more help with that, let me know. We can talk about that because that's a whole other topic in itself. But just getting it down, making that list, get it in a priority situation, what works best for your family situation is where we need to start. One system that I really like is the SMART goal system. So if you've been in business or you're a business owner, you're probably pretty familiar with the SMART goal system. If you're not, don't worry about it. We're actually going to go through each part of it right here. So SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Each one of those letters is a part of this SMART goal. So let's start with S, specific. You want to make your goal specific. In other words, don't make it too vague. Don't make it, I just want to save, or I just want to pay off debt. You want it more specific so it has more meaning on where you're going for it. So write it down. I want to pay off $10,000 of debt, or I want to pay off my student loans of $20,000. Make it very specific. So next, M, measurable. You want your goal to be something that can be measured usually by an outside source. So somebody else, a third party looking in, could actually look and see that you're being able to accomplish this goal. So let's take debt. You're probably getting statements, maybe on college loans or your credit card statements. So each month you can look and say, this is how much debt I started with. This is how much debt I have this month. This is how much I've paid off this month. And you can see it going down. That is a measurable goal that somebody else could see as well. So make sure it's measurable. A, attainable or achievable. Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't make a goal so hard that you can't achieve it. Now, having said that, don't make it so easy that you're not having to work for it. Make it somewhere in the middle. Make it where it can be attained. And, don't take I'm going to pay off $50,000 of debt in the next month. That's probably not going to happen unless you hit the lottery. But make it achievable. Make sure you can make it work for your lifestyle. You don't, again, want to put yourself in too much pressure or stress just to attain this goal. Don't make it worse for yourself, but you do want to accomplish this goal. So make sure it's kind of fits in the middle there. R, relevant. You want the goal to be relevant to your situation. So don't pull something outside of your specific situation that you're trying to accomplish with that goal. It needs to be relevant. Anything that you're setting towards that goal, make it relevant. So we're specifically talking about money here. Make sure all of your factors with this line up together and they're all relevant to meeting that goal. And then T, time bound. Make sure you set a time that you're going to have this goal accomplished by. Because if you don't do that, it will just draw itself out over and over and over. You have to give yourself an end date. And again, don't give yourself one that you can't attain. Make sure it is something that fits within your lifestyle with what you're doing. Maybe it's you're paying off debts, so you're looking to cut other expenses, or maybe you're looking to go get a second job or have a side hustle that you're doing. Make it work for your situation, but make sure you put that in time on it. Otherwise, it'll just drag itself out and you'll never get it accomplished. So those are the 5 factors of the SMART goal. Use those to be able to put it all together for each of those. And like I said, don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do every single one of those goals. That's why you've prioritized them. You've made a list and you've put them down and what order they need to be accomplished. Like I said, you may have a few that are being done at the same time, and that's fine, but don't overwhelm yourself. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You didn't get in debt overnight. You're not going to get out overnight. So, savings, that's another one. The whole reason you're saving, particularly for your retirement, is when you get to 50 and 60, you're not going to be able to put enough away at that point to get you the rest of your life. That's why you spend your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and through making those goals. Maybe you got a little late start, so you're trying to give a little push forward. That's fine. That's a goal right there. So that's the SMART goal system. It's a great one. I've used it countless times. I know plenty of people that have. So tackle it. Look at your situation. Look at where your finances are. Put those goals down on a piece of paper. And I mean it when I say write it down. If it's in your head, it's going to get lost. We have way too much going on around us to be able to remember these things. So put them down on paper. Keep them in a notebook. Keep that notebook. Update them. You're going to be working on that system. So keep them updated so you know where you're at. If you meet a goal early, fantastic. That's perfect. Move on to the next one. If you have a couple going at one time, you're measuring them out to see where you're at. Are you going to meet your goal? Are you going to be early? Are you running a little bit behind so you know where you're at? It's a perfect way to be able to get this to where it's not so overwhelming, not so impossible a task to do. And with that, I'm going to leave you with the systems-based mindset. But that mindset is the most important thing. Like I said, what you do is going to affect what your kids do because they are going to repeat what you do. And your mindset is the base of all of that. So take it in, sit down and do it. If you have questions, let me know. I'm here to help you. Other than that, we'll talk next week about another one, but have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you soon.